Hey, welcome back. This video comes from YouTube. Myron Gaines, of all people. Uncensored America, I believe, is his new channel that he's got going on ever since Fresh and Fit broke up. I normally don't cover anything about Myron Gaines or Fresh, or however they go by themselves now. But yeah, this video popped up and I thought it was kind of interesting, so I decided to go ahead and do a reaction to it. Let's check it out.
I want to talk about voting. You said we don't have skin in the game?
Yeah, they don't really.
So your skin in the game is the fact that you have to go to war, and
Yes,
you're unhappy with that.
I never said that.
Men set that system up.
Yeah, because women are physically inferior, and that's the truth.
Physically inferior.
Again, I'm amazed that I have to explain this to a college student, but the reality is that men make the world go round, and we civilize it to the point where you guys forgot that men really run shit, and we give you the opportunities that you have. Yeah, guys, start looking at yourselves as a prestigious law firm, bro. Women are the ones that want to get married. Don't forget that. Like, I need guys to understand, you guys are the gatekeepers to relationships, right? You have to get down on one knee and give her a ring. She's going to take your last name. She wants to get married to you. She wants to stay in a relationship with you, right? So make them earn it, man. Like they're the ones that want to be a missus. Make her work for it.
I know a lot of people, they don't like Myron Gaines, but what he said, you know, is controversial, but is a fact. You know, men do carry the weight of the relationship as far as things like that. You know, like, we're the ones who control who gets married or not. You know, women control access to sexual relationships, but men control who gets married.
Shit, you know damn well you have to work for it to fucking court her in the beginning, so.
So you said you had to work for it by courting her in the beginning, correct?
Yes.
So what do you mean by working for it? What exactly did you do?
As far as, like, what does the guy do?
Yeah.
Well, a man has to learn how to be attractive.
Hon, I hate to break it to you, but you don't need to learn how to be attractive. You just
Really?
are.
Okay.
And that's something you ain't. Okay, I want to bring up, talking
Let
about...
me address that first part real fast.
Okay, you see what she's doing. She's already attacking his character at Hominems, you know. Okay.
So,
Let me add on.
and then you can go ahead and,
Come
'cause
with
I know you're
facts,
probably
lady.
going to an ad hominem attack, but that's fine. So let's address the first thing. You said you don't have to learn how to be attractive, you just are. So I've heard a couple of women say this, actually, and it's always very interesting to me, right? I always say privilege is invisible to those that have it. And obviously for you, you don't understand the privilege you have. Men, unlike women, are not born with value. We have to learn how to be confident. We have to learn how to be attractive. We have to learn how to dress properly. We have to learn how to go to the gym. We have to learn how to be competent. We have to be able to have certain things in our background to make us attractive to women, because women look for things that take time to acquire, resources, etc. So for women, when you guys turn 18, the life is your oyster. You can literally go everywhere. You can do whatever you want. But men don't get these opportunities unless we make something of ourselves. So when women say things like, oh, you just are attractive, like, no, it's a learned skill. Men are not just born attractive. They have to figure this stuff out through a lot of turmoil, trial, and error, and sacrifice. So
What he's getting at is, you know, think about two 18-year-olds, a man and a woman. You know, she's pretty much inheriting her value. So she turns 18, she's considered a legal adult. You got people at her level, her age, who wants to get with her. You got people that are older that want to get with her. The ones that are older have the yachts, the cars, the money, the houses, the finance to back it up. The ones her age, they don't have that. You know, that's why you ever see, you know, the girl always wants to date the guy in college. The girl also wants to date the man that has, you know, has a job, has his own house, versus the one who's 18. He doesn't have that yet. He has to work up for it. He has to build it. He has to become something. And then when he becomes something, then that girl that passed him up on his come up wants to be there on her way down, and she's becoming more valuable.
I always find it interesting when women say that, because we don't operate on the same dating timeline as you guys. You guys are born with your value. We must create our value.
How are we born with our value?
It's pretty much a fact, though.
Please explain.
How are women born with their value?
Yeah.
You
Well,
have a
you
vagina
say
and
you had
titties.
to learn all that shit, right?
You literally have a vagina and titties. You are born with value.
Born with value.
Yes.
For having cut off your dick and you're the same person I am.
Okay, so she's one of those people that think men can be women and women can be men. Got it.
Not really. I'd still be a guy.
Like, anyways, I want to talk about voting.
Okay. All right. What's it? You want to talk about what now?
You said we don't have skin in the game?
Yeah, they don't really.
So
no.
your skin in the game is the fact that you have to go to war. And
Yes,
you're
I'm
unhappy with that.
I never said that.
Well, you're complaining about having skin in the game and that we shouldn't have the right to vote because we don't have skin in the game, but we don't have skin in the game because men set that system up.
Yeah.
He's talking about the 19th Amendment that, I'll pull it up right here. It pretty much ratified in the 19th Amendment ratified in 1920 is the most significant milestone in U.S. history. Basically gave women the right to vote. So men had the right to vote, but what comes with that is we have to, the conscription service, we have to go into the military during that time. And from that point on, any man with the right to vote has to be a service member of the military. Not as much as used to back in the day as it is now, but women, they automatically get the right to vote with no consequence of not, joining the military or not. Versus men, if we don't join, if we don't sign up for selective service, we can get imprisoned, So that's what he's talking about.
Because women are physically inferior, and that's the truth.
Physically inferior.
Inferior.
Is she a
yes.
So you're telling me that you could beat a woman's ass?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a known fact. Pretty much any man can beat a woman. I'm not condoning that, but it's well known and well documented that men are generally, on average, stronger than women. You can go pick out any man, any woman in a group of people, just randomly, blindly pick out that man is going to be stronger than a woman. Not saying that all women are weaker than men. There are those that go to the gym, obviously, but just random people off the street, bam, man, woman. Come on, who you think is going to win if it comes out to a physical competition? And for her not to know that, it just shows how deluded she is as a woman.
I could. I mean, I never would, but yeah. Like.
Okay,
Like.
I hate to break it to you.
Keep in mind, she's in college. This should be general knowledge. Just, you ask two kids, they would know this. Who's stronger, men or women?
Like.
Physically.
Are you aware of the fact that, like, probably a 12-year-old boy can probably beat you up very easily?
Actually, I'm an educational psychology major, so they can't because they don't hit puberty till 14. And
even if they did, okay. Let's assume without puberty, he would still probably beat you up still.
Actually,
She said they hit puberty at 14. Not all people. If she knew this, she's in college. If she knew this, not everybody hits puberty at the same time. That's general knowledge. Everybody knows that.
he wouldn't because I have a brother and I'd beat his ass.
Anyway,
always pull out
again,
the
I'm
exception.
amazed that I have to explain this to a college student, but I mean, men are physically superior to women in almost
I'm
every
amazed
way.
that I gotta talk to
in
this
general.
grown ass man with dumb ass things.
See?
Like, let's be for
Always
real.
at Hominems.
Okay, so
always
what's your
attacking.
so your argument is the whole voting thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, women don't have skin in the game, so they shouldn't vote.
We don't have skin in
very
the game
simple.
because men didn't let us have skin in the game. You do realize that, right?
Well, here's the thing: y'all could join the military now. You guys could do everything now.
Yep.
Yeah, we can because we fought for that right.
Yeah, but you guys don't use it. I find it interesting
We
how
don't use it?
y'all don't join though. Like, it's
So
like
we don't use our rights?
y'all don't use it. It's not like you guys want to do a lot of these things. You guys fight for rights that you don't even use a lot of the times.
Like what?
So,
Like what?
oh, well, women want equality, right, all the time. Oh, we want to be able to do everything that men can do. But why is it that all the hard manual labor jobs are dominated by men? Why is it that men control all the infrastructure points, right? Why is it that men are the garbage collectors, men are the electricians, men are the power linesmen, men are the plumbers, men are the ones that literally keep society going so that you can enjoy the first world conveniences you do, right? So you can go ahead and have your bullshit psychology degree or whatever it is that you're studying. So the reality is that men make the world go around, and we civilize it to the point where you guys forgot that men really run shit, and we give you the opportunities that you have. So for you to sit there and be able to say something as ridiculous as, can you even beat me up, and you're questioning it, that goes to show how naive you are about the propensity of men to actually conduct violence.
Think about it, though. It just shows, how they say hard times create hard men, weak times create weak men. Now think about it. Like, she doesn't understand that. We are men in general are the ones who pretty much do all the hard labor, so women can sit back and have arguments and say, oh, we don't need men, we don't need this, we don't need that, because the world is easier because all the stuff that men do behind the scenes that keep this whole society, this world spinning and running. If men were to fall off the face of the earth, think about it. How long would it be before everything would go to shit? Not saying that some women can't do it, because there's always someone who's going to post or comment, oh, well, I know this woman or this. It's always an exception, but it doesn't make the rule.
That's how civilized we are, which is obviously awesome because you're completely unaware of the savagery that men can put on a society.
Oh, I'm aware.
And
because
you're not,
look at
because
our
you wouldn't have said
country
something
today.
so ridiculous if you were.
I'm aware. Trust. Most women get sexually assaulted. 99% of women get sexually assaulted. You do know that.
99% of women. So 99% of women in the entire world get sexually assaulted, raped. That's no. Not saying it doesn't happen. Again, someone will always try to comment and say, well, I know this person or this woman or that woman or but women in general are not. She said 99%. Come on.
That right? And because of
99%,
men's
yeah.
savagery.
Holy crap.
Because of men.
Women
Remember
need to
that.
hide. There's
Because of
a
men.
there's an epidemic going on.
Like,
So anyway,
I'm pretty sure if I point to any woman in this room, they could tell me a story.
sure, maybe their fantasy. Who knows? I don't
Their
know.
fantasy.
I don't know. A lot of women read sex novels like that.
I want you to look at our country today.
All right, I don't know about that, Myron. I know there are some stories out there, like there are some fetishes and people who do stuff like that. Like, for instance, the whole thing with Shannon Sharp going on right now, because, it was a kink that, slave or race play or whatever they're calling it. But not everyone thinks that way. So I'm not following on that one.
That men have ran, and look at how shit it is.
We're the strongest superpower in the world. What?
No, we're not.
Yeah, we
No,
are.
we're not.
Yeah, we are.
You know, countries are warning their people to stay away from us
What?
because of how shitty we are.
Do you realize people try to come here illegally every single day to
That's a
become
fact.
Americans and or get to live here? With
You
the min-
Yeah, if we're so shitty, on a daily basis, why are they trying to come here then? They seek better life, better resources.
there's
realize-
benefits, even if because they're not documented. Like you do
Oh, you
realize,
wanna
like I used
start
to,
on undocumented immigrants.
I used to work in immigration back in the day. I know this intimately. People literally try to sneak here under intense conditions and die a lot of the times while trying to come here. This is the best country in the world.
This is
Again,
not
more
the
privilege
best
that you don't
country in the
understand.
world, I'll tell you that much. I'm an immigrant.
She's never been
Oh, really?
anywhere, obviously.
Yeah.
So that proves my point even more.
I didn't come here willingly.
You're here. Like,
I did not come here willingly.
oh, okay. How'd you come here then?
Think about all the people who complain about being here in the States. If it's so bad, well, leave. Leave. Go to another country. You don't want to fly the American flag. I've served that flag for 20 years. I have family members who fought and died for that flag. It goes back to whenever my family members got to the country. So if you don't like their country, leave. No one's stopping you. But the thing is, they won't do that because they know the conditions in other countries compared to the U.S. The U.S. gives you the freedoms to be able to sit there and say stuff like that about the country.
I came here because they paid me to.
Yeah, send her back, bro. God damn, man. Send her back, man.
You're talking about
man.
send
This
her
is why we
back,
gotta
get
build
you
a
a
wall.
person of color?
I guess we're no longer getting the best and the brightest. What the hell? This is why I'm so big on,
You
like,
talking about send me back, but you a person of color?
This is why I'm so big on. We need to go harder with immigration.
You hear what she's saying, right? You say, send me back, but but you're a person of color. You clearly stated that you don't like this country and that it's not the greatest country in the world. So why are you here? If you go back. That's what he's talking about. And yet you're trying to throw it at him like, but you're a person of color. I don't get that.
I'm sorry, are you not black?
I don't know.
Actually,
It
he doesn't-
depends on the day. Some days people call me black. Some days people call me Arab. I don't know what it is, man. So
Y'all looking at the same motherfucker I am? Because he's black, right?
She's just all in her feelings.
He a person of color, right?
It doesn't matter.
He a person of color, right? Shut the fuck up. I ain't talking to you.
right.
See how aggressive, how masculine she is. She's been attacking me the entire time. I don't even like Myron. I don't even follow none of his stuff like that. Like I said, this video popped up on my feed. But do you hate the person because of his history, what he's stating, or because he's stating facts? Is it the person or is it content that he's stating? How do you separate the two? I think you got her arguing. He calling them names. He's trying to hold a conversation, and she's just
ass.
I get more gray hairs talking to women than
I
dealing
don't
with
talk to
cartel
white people.
members.
I hate to break it to you.
Okay, so what's your last point? Because there's a bunch of people behind you, but
My point is,
yeah.
you're a pussy.
Okay, great one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like this because your mom didn't love you. Cry about it.
Wow. Okay. I thought.
That's how you know when a person is losing an argument or they had nothing to back up their claims. When they just start attacking you like that, you've already won. Like Burr, you said back in the comedy sketch, just when they start attacking you personally about stuff or just try to make false accusations, just sit back, let them punch themselves out, because you won. Just let them punch themselves out. You won the argument. So, yeah.
I thought you'd come up with something wittier or funnier than that one. Like mom jokes. Are we in like 1997 or what? What's going on here? Where did she immigrate from? Retardistan?
Okay.
Holy.
So he said one attack compared to all the stuff that she said. Like I said, I don't normally follow this guy. There's some things they would say back when they had their content, him and Fresh were together. But a lot of things I couldn't follow. So, yeah, I'm not that whole red pill type of thing. But as you clearly saying in the video, he does speak facts. There are, things that back up a lot of his claims, except the whole, grape and the fantasy about what she was talking about. I don't know about all that, but everything else, he was pretty much speaking facts. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up. I'm trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the year, hopefully sooner. Try to do this whole monetization thing, and let me know how I'm doing. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, and I'll hit you in the next one. Peace.